Even though I'm interested in visual novels, I'm prolonging reading playing this visual novel. There's a point where I have seen some spoilers of it, thinking that maybe I will be playing it on stream or having less plays of it. Now I figured to make review of it if I can those things. Even with facecams this. But even then I had hard time starting it. Not only worrying about archive space, because I need footage of it, or I could just a face camera. And always when writing script for the intro segment, I was thinking that without spoilers I can review it. Sure, the visual novel ones about disturbing stuff in it, like also on store page in it when opening the game and following times when opening the game. But I also got a little bit of spoilers that it is some kind of worth playing. So in that case I'll try to catch them when they appear for the first time, including disturbing stuff. Assuming it's the same ending or the same similar outcome with different character events, for which time then I guess for visual novel standards it happens pretty fast, and then the admission drop down to 180. Only while fighting for it to happen here and there I drift off and kinda try speed reading it. Probably because of spoilers that I ignored so yet drift to, but I wonder if just game finding will make me speed read. Before going to spoiler territory, I'll try to share stuff that can be shared before spoilers. Well, I already kinda spoiled it, that is for breaking and destructing spot. But about this stopping stuff, games once on store page and when opening it, like I before mentioned it. Anyways, for the first playthrough, I didn't have the game folders opened until it was necessary. After getting first credits scene, I searched for theories about this game, and then I found this is connected to RG, alternate reality game. Well, game files that is, in which there might be lore about girls from this game. Trying to apply through other credits, you can skip scene test, because you need to reinstall it. I just also Steam verified the change. Or you could just tell that fits Randfall. So I'm wondering if I should continue or not. This part of the script was written when I only had started that playthrough other credits. Well, I wanted to mention that you name the main character and the main character as a backstory. Of course, that will be the case even if the game asks to name the main character. When I get jump scared, I logged that it got me. Of course, there's not only jump scares, I guess to mention more so, then I need to spoil the story. Either here ends with no spoiler territory or little amounts of it, and there will be times for when I'll talk about spoilers or not. I'll say about it when editing. Story starts with the main character going to school and me popping with his children with Sayori. MC mentions that they both also to go to school together, but because Sayori much left when started going to high school, MC got tired of waiting for it and then they didn't go to school together until the game started. When in school, MC wondered about what club to join, and Sayori suggested checking the literature club, where she is a member. And Sayori said other club members bake cupcakes. MC tried pluraling it, but because this game's name is Doki Literature Club, of course he visits the Literature Club and joins after seeing that other members, for our girls of course, becomes that there won't be no member. When the girls were introduced, girls started making moves to MC. Maybe it's because it was MC for his boy, or just say were relatively most because there is no club member. And the jury shares that she likes horror stories and actually likes manga. It's someone we found out that Natsuki on her free time are writing poems. She didn't want to share them. Then all club members agreed to write poems and share with each other. And MC needs to also write poems, but the player just shows words when pressing F4. And if one of the girls likes the fault, then she should be watching of the girls' songs. Except Monica's, because there isn't to be watching Monica, or just sticker of girls. Or sticker of Monica there isn't. Well, if player selects most votes with a higher score as specific girls likes, then MC interacts with them until needing to share poems. Under the first poem, I get the skin with Natsuki. Under second with her, and the third poem doesn't seem to be the effect. Under there is choice what to do, which will come later in the story. When Monica shared her poems, she little progressive words fall in poems. In the first poem, it was just implied. The second poem, more noticeable, and under it, she provokes a fourth fall when saying writing tip. Which wasn't writing tip, but it was tip about saving game, which she noticed that tip wasn't about writing. Also, after the second poem, she made club members prepare for the festival and having poem reading as presentation for the club. And there was a choice to help with other festival preparations. I chose to go cupcakes with Natsuki. Under the third poem, Sayori feels down, but mostly it was mind over say shade, so. Monica says she will talk to Sayori, but we didn't find out what Monica said to Sayori. The weekend starts with us writing poems. Before cooking cupcakes with Natsuki, who will come to MC's house. MC checks Sayori at her house and says she can visit MC and still with cooking, but she refuses. While cooking likes what they found out of this MC, then MC and Natsuki at in one postage can be mistaken as something else from same class. Rocket support for it to better describe the situations and talked while reading. I will remember it to describe it. Reading script this I will found out or remember that what the situations of this. Sayori talked about checking up our MC was cooking cupcakes with Natsuki. She might have seen that pose or maybe not, but then because cupcakes were finished, the knuckles finished, then the Doki went on. But then because cupcakes were finished, then Natsuki went on. Sayori also tried going on, but MC catches up to it. From there, we hear that Sayori likes MC and player to also choose to either say hello here or to friends join to it. But of course, it's just the louder. And of course, both choices will lead to same outcome. Finally, festival day happens. MC goes to school alone and manages to take all cupcakes to school by himself. Worrying about Sayori, MC goes to her house. How to say this? What happened to Sayori? I guess I won't be beating around bush. MC sees Sayori's aunt and glitch events start appearing and out text saying about respectful, which I didn't open at the time. Maybe I'll also try that finally started what game was running about. After some time, after MC finished, or still tumbles himself and takes events and games go to my menu. There weren't credits skin, just test and now in the main menu there are different. Over the Yuri glitched, Monica and the no game button is unreadable but can be pressed. And which the game starts playing normal, but when Sayori shall appear here and it takes unreadable. Also your name. Instead of Sayori's sprite appearing when it needs to be, black box that is glitching with Monica and Yuri appears. Game resets, and then Sayuri was allowed from the story. I think also its character was started at this time, but I didn't end up in the game files. Now MC mentions that he walks get to school alone and wanted to meet girls and wondered if he should change the class. Of course, he joins a literature club when Monica wanders inaccurate into his class, looking for supplies with glitchy effects. Now because there isn't Sayuri in the club, it wasn't club yet, because there weren't enough club members. Now Yuri and Natsuki personalities have changed to some degree. Well, there are also bad traits are that wasn't in Act 1. Yuri shared more details, disturbing ones about the horror book that she is reading correctly. About Natsuki, well, a different font text or different style of text that will appear at the top of the text box shares more details about Natsuki's own life. Mostly creepy events are triggered by chats like before said, and Act 2 forces players to be with Yuri, but no matter what answer to Yuri, she kills herself. And after MC being with corpse Yuri over weekend, thankfully comes over to skip, even if it's unseen text at first. Natsuki sees that happening to Yuri and runs out vomiting from club. And I didn't beat around push for that. Then Monica sees and then breaks the fourth wall more, saying the script was broken badly and then tells Natsuki and Monica. But before fully deletable, she eats Natsuki cupcake or resetting the game that is. Now before going to Act 3, I'll share what creepy stuff that I encountered. Okay, this isn't creepy per se, but I noticed that save files from Act 1 was deleted and I was like, oh, okay. Checking the photo page, is there exception? I found I only at some random ones, like something showing up for frame when going into match. Mainly I saw stuff if you mouse appel to your end, no matter for you are applying to. Okay, only found random stuff that I remember. Like before said, when I get jumpscared, I logged at said the game got me. Didn't get a fake ball screen because it wasn't in full screen. Because how else will you play on single monitor setup when you need to have a game directory open it? Maybe you don't need to open it, but at least to see what false appears in there. Not to Act 3, it's just Monica there. Now talking directly to the player, not to in-game character, and well, and it also plays around it. Monica is thinking what to say, talk about. In fact, I played the Steam version. Monica didn't say my Steam name. Maybe my username was too long because there is character limit. For in-game character name, 12 character limit there is. But then again, Steam shows rank playing them for some reason. And I have footage with longer time, but then again I'm recorded. So that recording is supposed to be skipping with OBS, but then again I tracked I saw both in some video that I can share that the Steam account's name for this player and then Monica the jumpscared because of recording, or just Monica noticed it. Of course, because I was recording to get footage, Monica noticed that I was recording or at least at OBS opening it. So that's it, and with that, some scared me. At some point, Act 3 will end on its own, but I figured to check online how long it is got tired of waiting to see if it ends or when it ends. They didn't find it about. Okay, I wanted Monica will be repeating it dialogue until she will be dying. It felt like it was long time when Monica didn't say anything. And finally, we got to delete Monica's character file. Now without Monica, Sayuri is class president, and with that we found out whatever is class president knows that they are in game. Sayuri wanted to do the same with MC like Monica did, being alone with MC. But then some part of Monica stops it from doing that, and deletes all game. Finally, credits appears where there is voice acting for singing. As in Monica is singing and playing piano. In the credits, the CG that player saw is colored. When it's fashion seen by player, saturations are lowered to very low. Both CG tapes get deleted, and then in image place it shows that image not found. When credits stops playing, the game crashes because files are missing, and of course, these files were only one credits in the game. By playing it and after finishing it at night and not going to sleep, my mind goes through creepy stuff, also girls from this game. I guess also and after recording this video will be same case. Well, in game, sure I was jump scared and I was uneasy by when I lowered game phones and only listened to games audio in one ear. I plugged earphones. Not only was shown in game or looking online, but also my mind makes its own creepy, scary stuff. I scary that what was in the game. Most of the time I avoided playing other games. In the past I watched 5 Nights at Freddy's, Chase's Jacksepticeye's Playground of Until Dawn. Okay, but recently I remember its name. That was other game exclusive for PlayStation 4 and story-based game like Life Stage. And then I watched other games stereo videos whenever I felt like it, or which my mind makes scary thoughts. I avoided other games because at the start I ate something other games scared me, likely because I wanted to make less plays of them or stream them. I needed to have face camera in streams or let's plays. I'm not making let's plays, then I found out out reviewing other games won't work. And a visual note read detrimentally, needing to replay it to get a different route, and our outcome base being seen test. It was impossible, because I need to reinstall the game, and it was save all when game out and opening out the reinstall game. Which makes syntaxes and synthesis. Sure, there's an option to skip all this, but as it implies, with it you can skip all unsafe text, which happened to me when trying to get good ending, when trying to save scamming. Then I figured out to check online what happens in good ending. Good ending happens when you are safe scamming. Same is a first poem and making all 3 poems to a single grill. Then at some point after all 3 poems were frightened to a single grill in a specific time frame, you need to reload first poem and writing and not to be too late. Then do that for the second grill and reload again. Then write poems for the last grill, excluding Monica and continue playing normally. In Act 3, wait for CG, for which there is little difference. Well, that's how I understand it. Before deleting the character fault. Monica's fault. With that, the actor will be different, or probably a little bit different. Maybe I should have played Doki later or Club Plus, which is a wake operator system, so on consoles players can delete files, but because this was free and already installed on the computer for a long time, I chose this. I guess when I'll get Doki Literature Club Plus, I'll see the difference between both. Also, if there is a fake operator system in it, why it isn't available for Androids or for smartphones in general. These three versions on mobile speaker and on console speakers you needed to access the game files, but it wasn't possible to do that on mobile. On Android maybe, but I'm not sure about it. Overall, I thought it will be even worse or something is wrong with me, but still, people need to follow games running about disturbing stuff in it. Of course, I kinda regret that I didn't play it either on stream or on Let's Play, but it's a Let's Play, I'm too late for it, but on this video, maybe go to play it instead. Otherwise, it feels like I get some kind of message from it, so I can change my mind for better. Hopefully. But I don't know what kind of message that it is. Well then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not sure how you will enjoy it. Leave like on video, subscribe and comment. See you next time.